Hello, and welcome to the Disney Dunces. Using your touch-tone keypad, please enter the first 3 letters of the movie title you would like to see. You've selected Up. If this is correct, please press 1 now.
Hello and welcome to Disney Dunces, the only Disney podcast presented by self-proclaimed non-experts. I'm Dunce number 1, but you can just call me Richard.
I'm Craig Stew, and I'm Dunce number 2.
And I'm the third one. Hold on, guys. My phone's saying flash flood warnings in your area. Uh-oh. Anyone else have this message?
I think it's just you.
Yeah.
Craig? You sure, Craig?
Oh,
yeah, Craig?
I get it. Yeah, they were everywhere.
Oh.
There's a big flash flood.
This is gonna be a wet one, boys, I think.
What do you mean?
This episode's gonna be a wet one. Right off the bat, huh?
Get wet and wild on today's episode.
Oh, my wild, but it's gonna be wet. It's gonna be moist.
Wait. So the only other times that we've had these flash flood warnings is when Craig has been doing voices that would turn ladies on. And
Oh no!
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? No!
We're about a minute into this, not even a minute, about a minute into this podcast, and what happened?
I don't know. Like, that's the only other time we've had the warnings, and now I'm thinking, wait, maybe it's because of cry alerts.
I think only because Richard is in a constant state of arousal. It's just where he goes.
That's it.
Yeah. At least when it comes to doing this podcast.
No.
Which is weird. I don't know.
Disney movies do not turn me on at all.
Sometimes I'm grateful you're across the country.
What?
Anyway, Craig, how are you today?
I'm alright.
Alright.
About time you fucking finished the movie.
Look,
why are you getting mad at him?
I was going to watch it last night, but then I was really tired, and then I said, you know what, I'm not going to watch it now. I'll watch it when I wake up. But then I woke up at, late. I woke up really late, and I was like, oh crap, well I got to make myself some lunch real quick, so I made myself lunch.
And then
I watched the movie.
Explain yourself. I'm so confused. Why is this part of the show?
I don't know. He was mad at me.
I don't know either.
We were talking.
Why he's mad at you.
He was talking yesterday. I was going to watch it last night, but then I said I didn't, so I watched it today. Sorry I had to pause it a couple times, it's a bit of a sad movie.
It's a oof.
Oh my god, I didn't get that feeling at all from this movie.
You have no heart. You have no soul.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Clearly.
Fuck you.
Hey. That's a little unnecessary.
Yeah. Yeah, why am I the one getting cursed at? I'm not the one who delayed the podcast.
Well, I don't delay the what do you I feel like we're doing it. What do you
I'm sorry.
I think both should be sorry.
I have so many emotions right now. I just finished it, so I mean, there's so many emotions going through my everything.
I just want Craig to say that he's the bad guy.
He's not the bad guy. No one's the bad guy. There's no bad guy here. The movie almost doesn't have a bad guy.
No, Craig's the Klaus of the podcast, or whatever his name was.
Months.
I don't know. Let's just get into it, okay?
I guess. I mean, I thought we were doing that, and then he started yelling at Craig.
Sorry! He gave me an opening, and I had to take it.
No, you didn't, and he didn't.
Fine. Craig, we're both sorry.
Alright, guys, the good news is there's nowhere left to go but up from here.
I fucking hate that. Okay. We're going to talk about the movie Up, which is the first time that I've seen this.
This was, I think, only the second time. I've seen it.
I think the second for me, too.
It's been a long time.
You've seen this before, and you questioned why we're watching it during the Summer of Dads?
Yeah, I was, like, really upset with you when you told me that you were asking, what did this movie have to do with dads?
I mean, it's still kind of... I mean, I get it now that, you know, I hadn't... Like I said, I hadn't seen it in a long time. I didn't remember much of the movie at all. All I remembered about the movie was pretty much the beginning. And that...
Oh, I mean, that's still something.
Like when the bird showed up...
What do you mean this is the summer of dads? You can't even have a kid. He's anything but a dad. That's all you remembered. You got real upset because he couldn't have a kid. Well, so how could he be a dad?
Well, I mean, that was kind of... Wasn't that like the point? That, you know, like, that's part of what, you know...
That's how he went on this new adventure of becoming a dad so late in his life, bud.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the movie now.
Yeah, let's talk about the movie now. This guy, not a dad movie.
So, we start with the beginning where we have... Do they call this a montage?
Traditionally, that is where you start.
No, okay, fine. We're talking about the beginning of the movie where we have the montage of him just being a kid and going through life with his wife. We have the little boy with glasses. He's a flight nerd, and he sneaks into some house, and he becomes friends with this girl named Ellie. And she talks about her dreams going to South Africa or something, and
South
he wants
America.
to go too.
Paradise Falls.
Okay, Paradise Falls. Yeah. So, turns out they're little kids, but they end up getting older. They get married. They get their dream house. They lose a baby. They, or at least find out they can't have babies. I don't know. It wasn't clear. But
It's all very touching moment.
Yeah,
Whole thing.
this whole
Just
thing
seeing this
is-
man's life
It's so...
and their life together.
It's so,
And,
like...
Yeah.
Oh, it's extremely tough.
it starts off really sweet, and then it punches you in the gut.
Right in
and
the
then
gut.
And then when you're like reeling from being punched in the gut, it stabs you and really twists the knife.
You see? Right. See?
I didn't get
Now,
this.
because you have no soul.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with you. The first time I saw this, I was a wreck and it absolutely destroyed me.
This hurt me
were
more.
you?
This hurt me more the second time because knowing what then happens to, like, how that portion ends, I'm just like, oh my god, because you just know what happens, so you're just like, oh, you just felt so bad.
Ugh.
At least in the beginning. I didn't remember how the end of the movie was, but I certainly remembered how the end of the montage ended.
It's
Like,
it's rough.
I had this part spoiled for me, so that's why I guess, like, I didn't really care about it. Like, I knew what happens. I knew what was coming.
So guess what? So did we, because we seen it, and guess what? Still hurt. Still sucks.
That's because you had the original magic of it. I didn't.
That's not true.
It's not true at all.
We're human beings with feelings.
No, have you ever heard of that Disney magic? Like, okay, so the
Have you ever
Disney
heard
magic-
of that Disney magic?
Yes. Sorry, Pixar magic. Or, I don't know. Does it still apply?
No, that wasn't my problem with this statement. It wasn't the fact that it's a Pixar movie. It was not my problem with that statement.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Like, there's something special when you watch a Pixar movie for the first time and you know absolutely nothing about it. And that is when you have the Pixar magic just sprinkled over you.
All right, I'm done.
And
I'm
then-
done. I can't hear any more of him talking. Let's get back to the film.
Okay.
This is going nowhere. I feel it. I already know it. You're welcome, everyone. I saved you, like, I don't know, a good minute of nothing coming out of this man's
That could have
mouth.
turned into, though, like 15 minutes.
No.
So, yeah, we're good.
I know. It does. Yeah, we're good. We're going past it. There's nothing there. He's just digging a hole for himself. I don't know why it's comfortable for him there. Everyone, watch me dig this hole. Not that interesting, gotta say.
Speaking of digging holes,
Yep.
so anyway,
The wife
the
dies.
man's wife,
It's time to bury her.
she ends up falling down a hill or something, and he tries to pick her up, but she ends up going to the hospital.
It was
and
just that
dies.
she's getting older and sick. That's all that was showing.
She's frail. She didn't fall and
no.
trip and like roll down the hill and
She fell down the hill.
She did not fall. She
did not fall
wasn't
down the hill.
capable
She just-
of climbing that hill anymore.
her body just kind of gave out.
Like, she still fell.
She fell down. Yeah, I guess, kind of.
She didn't fall down a hill though.
No,
You're making it sound like she fell down a hill and that's what killed her.
she's in like a full body cast the next time we see her. Like, no, she's just
Sad
old.
trombone noises and everything. Yeah,
Like, The Price is Right.
just like The Price is Right when they go, you lady goes too far. Yeah.
Yeah.
You sure you just weren't watching The Price is Right?
What?
You
No,
said
I
you were
wasn't.
just watching.
I mean, they both have those square.
Why the fuck is everyone crying during this scene? I don't get
They
it.
both have the square glasses, right? Drew Carey and this guy.
I could. You know what? That gets me every time.
What's his name? Carl. Carl.
I think it's Carl.
Yeah.
Carl sounds right.
Carl, like filibuster or something.
No, it's like Featherson or something.
Carl Old Man name.
Okay. Well, okay, so the wife dies. She's dead and buried. All is well in the world.
No.
But
Well, in the world, I guess, not in his life, but yeah.
Well, yeah, no, the world moves on, Craig. That's the
true.
that's the big message.
That's-
all
yeah.
you don't matter. None of you matter. You're gonna
Yeah.
die.
the world moves on, and so does construction in the city. Because now his lovely like dream house is now just kind of trapped by a bunch of construction.
Hey, you keep calling it his dream house. I mean, I guess kinda. It was their old playhouse that was like condemned. They fixed up themselves. It's really nice. All of it was so pleasant, until she died.
They lived a sweet, beautiful life together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's not nice anymore because they got like skyscrapers nearby, and he's just basically in the city. And here's his like old little crummy playhouse.
I mean,
But
time goes by. That's what happens.
Yeah.
yeah. So basically, with construction going on, the construction workers want to buy his house, but he doesn't want to sell his house. And I actually did some research into this.
He should have sold this house and then done what he was going to do.
I mean, yeah.
Would have walked
But
away
I did
with plenty of
research.
money.
Doesn't seem to be really interested in money. Oh, it's
No, you're
That's
right.
true. He just wants his mailbox.
He did.
what do you do researching?
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Stop
research
saying
that
research.
I did. Okay, so like, I mean, I did my research a little later when I saw his like balloon house go up in the air because
Okay.
I was all like, man, this is something that I want a toy of. Like, there has to be a toy, like one of those little helicopters, but it's the up house, and then I can fly it around my house and stuff.
Okay.
Turns out it doesn't exist, or at least not to my knowledge.
Okay.
But while looking this up, I found out that there's a house in Seattle in which like this old lady, she owned her house, and then like a bunch of like construction projects just like popped up nearby.
Yeah.
And it's just this sweet little old lady's house. But
Yeah.
she ended up dying. And then she gave her house to one of the construction workers because one of the construction workers like took her to her doctor's appointments and picked up her prescriptions.
Okay.
And it was sweet.
Yeah, I'll believe that.
That's so nice.
It is. And now there are a bunch of people who are trying to make sure that this house like stays as is, even though it's owned by like a construction worker or something.
Yeah.
And like people have like the house tattooed on their arms. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
I mean, sure, why not?
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. But apparently, Disney, they ended up doing some marketing campaign in which they just tied a bunch of balloons to the roof of this house when the movie was coming
That's
out.
cute. I like that.
Yeah, it is.
It's a shame they didn't airlift it. Move it to South America.
I mean, that would have been nice.
Really
but
tie the whole thing together.
Dude, I don't think you can actually do that.
You don't think you can airlift the house and send it to South America?
Not with balloons.
Well, no, not with balloons. Obviously not.
There's a lot of physics things that don't actually work in this movie, and they make that clear.
They're not. Well, I mean, they don't exactly thrive for realism.
That's what I'm saying.
Things.
They're not trying
it's
to
fine.
make it real. There's a lot of things that
No.
aren't real in this movie.
Thank you for pointing that out to me.
I mean, there were some things that if you really thought about it, it could make sense. But
Yes.
I don't know.
Everyone feed your birds and dogs chocolate.
Okay, no. Let's not do that. Let's go back to the movie and let's introduce Russell because we need to talk about
I
him.
love Russell. He's so great.
He's a little pudgy boy.
A little pudgy boy. Little pudgy baby. Wants to get his patch.
Yeah. So he's a Boy Scout, and he's comes up to old man's house, and he's all like, "Hey, I need to get my elderly badge, and my name is Russell, and I am a scout, and I am here to help you across the street." And he's all like, "Nope, don't want that." And Russell just keeps pestering him because he really needs this badge, and this is basically the only old man in town. And
All the other ones moved on.
yeah, pretty. What do you mean moved on? Actually,
I mean, either
They're probably
dead
living
or
at the
they're
that
in
retirement.
Shady Oaks, retirement condominium.
Oh yeah, Sunny Shores or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely a place and an adjective to describe the place.
An old folks' home.
I think it was Shady Oaks. I think you were right.
I like Sunny Shore as well, though.
Yeah. So anyway, this is the first point where I'm all like, oh shit, this is the perfect Summer of Dads movie. Because Russell, he says that like he needs this elderly badge so that the ceremony will happen and his dad will put the badge on him. And I'm like, oh shit, this is the perfect movie. What was Craig talking about?
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Like, I was embarrassed. I didn't think of Up immediately when we started doing the Summer of Dads, but when it was brought to my attention that Up existed, I'm like, oh, that's the Summer of Dads movie, baby. But yeah, Craig was super fighting me on it.
I didn't.
He threatened me.
All I said was I didn't think it was, but I was waiting to see how you.
And then it snapped, right?
I guess.
He guesses.
You guess?
He still doesn't think this is the Summer of Dads.
I mean, sure.
Do you have a problem with a Goofy movie as well?
No,
huh?
Goofy
was that
movie
not
was
summery or daddy enough for you?
That was very much Summer of Dads. That movie.
Okay.
There was nothing.
Okay.
You don't get much more Summer of Dads than that movie.
I mean, that was a literal interpretation of Summer of Dads. This is more of a a literal dad, but a dad nonetheless.
A dad figure.
Yeah.
Father figure.
He got there. That's a good part. That's the part I liked about that. But yeah, a dad can be anyone. It's fine.
It's true.
Yeah.
I think that's an important part. We gotta acknowledge those dads too. It's a Summer of Dads. We're celebrating all dads, not just biological local ones.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I know, like, as we go through the Summer of Dads, like, throw your traditional dad definition out the window and open your mind.
Come on. Well, yes, I guess, but you can have both. You don't need to get rid of it.
No. We've already done our one movie with an actual biological dad, and now all of our other movies are just gonna be figurative dads.
Well, hold on. We gotta wait. What if? Okay, I don't.
We really should have saved Cheaper by the Dozen for this.
No. We already did Goofy movie. We had our biological dad. It's fine.
Yeah. We don't need another one. Besides,
is
12 kids.
Is Big Daddy...
what are you trying to prove?
Is Big Daddy...
I refuse to watch that.
We're not even...
is that Fox?
Adam Sandler is banned from the podcast.
What?
Thank you.
Oh my
Big
God. Daddy's a great movie.
Can't do it.
Because believe me, we would have watched bedtime stories long ago.
Oh my God.
If it wasn't for the rule.
We'd also have to hear Richard do his Adam Sandler impression for 3 hours, and I can't do that.
Oh, I'll save it for never. Or I'll save it forever. I don't know, one or the other. I'm not doing it. That's where we're going with this.
Now I got it. Now I got to hear an Adam Sandler impression.
Well,
I'll do one for you. Hello.
Hello, it is me, Adam Sandler.
Okay.
That's it.
Good job.
Come watch me and all of my friends on the more recent Netflix original movie. They're all the same. Please watch them. Thank you.
Okay.
Adam Sandler out.
Oh, where are we going?
Anywhere but here.
We talked about the kid. I guess we talk about the construction workers now. Oh, wait, no. With the kid. Okay.
Yeah. Go on.
So the old man, he says, hey, you can help me because there's this guy that has been killing my azaleas. He's called the Snipe. And I didn't get this at all. I don't know what a snipe is.
You know what a snipe is?
No.
Craig, you guys know what a snipe is.
You don't know what a snipe is? It's a bird.
Yeah, man.
Or a monster thing.
You clap 3 times and you draw it in. You gotta hunt for it all night. Craig, please. We don't need we've had enough delays. We can't get a snipe involved.
That's true. We just gotta power through this movie, and luckily it's a short one.
It is a short one, but it's effective. Oh my God, this movie.
Yeah. So okay. The kid, he goes away, but then we have the construction workers that basically ruin the man's mailbox, which was an important mailbox because it had his handprint on it. And I guess it had his wife's handprint on it too.
Yeah, and they also made it together, which I think is probably the more important part. Much
No,
like the house, which is why
no, it
you
was
know,
the
his
handprint.
attention. No, it's it's the fact that it's all a part of her.
Everything that
No,
everything in
it's
that house.
symbolism.
Oh my god. Yeah, it is
I'm gonna
symbolism. It's
smack
symbolism for the time they spent together.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that.
He can't let her go. He can't let her go. He absolutely refuses. That's why he doesn't sell the house. That's why he's still there. That's why he cares so much about this mailbox and everything else in the house. He cannot let go of his dead wife.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Nor should he. Because,
I mean,
let's face it, he's not living longer. Come on, how much you got? Another 2 years left?
Well, based on I don't know. I mean, based on like the other guy, he might have a long time left.
Yeah, I don't know what's even up with that other guy.
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
we'll get to that
other guy.
eventually, but you know, there's an age difference there. So
We'll get there.
Okay. So the mailbox goes away, and he's pissed at the construction workers, and he lets out I don't know, he lets out his anger. He takes his cane, and he just starts beating the crap out of him, and there's blood everywhere.
Let's rewind.
Bops him in the head.
Let's.
I mean,
all right. So there's construction going on, and one of the construction vehicles bumps the mailbox, and it kind of knocks it over quite a bit. Not fully coming apart, but you can tell it is coming apart. And one of the construction very sorry, tries to put it back together, grabs it. Old man's fighting him. He says, "Stop touching it."
He was sorry.
He was very sorry. He understood.
He tried to take it.
He didn't stop it.
He wanted to fix
Stop
it
it right
for him.
now. He's trying to fix it, but the old man, he's very protective of his stuff. Doesn't want him to even touch it. It's his fault. It's knocked over. Get out of here. Gives him just wallops him. One big hit on the head with a cane, which does knock him out and does make him bleed.
I was gonna say there was a little bit of blood in this movie, and I was surprised because they tend to not even show blood.
Usually not having blood. Yeah. It's really unnerving.
They didn't need to, but they did, and
they did it. Well, it was effective, wasn't it?
it just showed he hit him harder.
I hit him real hard. Hard enough to, be summoned to court.
Yeah.
And have to make a choice of probably going to prison or going in an old folks home because he's seen as a menace to society.
Yeah, so the Popos come, they say, "We're going to take you away," and he agrees that he's going to go to the old folks home. And the next day or something, the old folks home people, they come by, knock on his door, say, "You're coming with us." And then he says, "I just need a minute, sir." And
I've got a poo.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And then next thing you know, the guys walk away, and then his roof flies off, and then balloons come out of his house. And he says, "See ya in hell, suckers."
So he is going to the old folks home?
Well, no, he's just flying away, so he doesn't
Okay.
go to the old folks home with his house.
Okay. Well, see in hell. I just figured maybe he was going. I was confused.
No. They don't make it clear at first where he's going, but you just kind of get an idea, oh shit, he's.
I'd assume he'd go to Paradise Falls, as he does. Look at all the Paradise Falls stuff he has around his house, like the painting that his wife made on the wall, and then kind of grabs the balloons and has the idea. So I'd assume he's going to Paradise Falls, South America.
Yeah, at some point they say that he's going there.
Right. Not at this point, though. They make it very confusing. They make it very confusing.
They mentioned Paradise Falls only 12 times, earlier.
only.
Wonder where he's going.
Wonder where he's taking that house, you think?
Yeah.
Can't be the picture
He loves his
where
dead,
the house
he loves
is sitting
his
on top
dead wife.
of Paradise Falls.
Where did she want to go?
Well, she wasn't alive anymore, so you didn't know.
He's probably just taking the house. He's probably just going food shopping, right?
Just going food shopping.
I mean,
But things got a little out of control.
Yeah,
And
probably.
then he said,
he's hit a storm.
We'll go there now.
yeah, okay, fine. He's going up, and away in his house, like the movie title. And,
Oh yeah, Up and Away, my favorite film.
Okay, so he eventually gets a knock on his door, which is how is he getting a knock on his door? He's up in the air. And turns
He hit
out...
a whole flock of seagulls.
No, not a flock of seagulls.
The band.
But it turns out...
The band knocks on his door.
Yeah, it's the band flock of seagulls.
Oh.
Oh man, whatever happened to them?
They're just we ran so far away, and we just ended up at your house here. I'm assuming they're British. I honestly have no idea.
You know what? I wasn't gonna question it. I was like, yeah, fine. He sounds British, sure.
Now they got to do I Flew So Far Away.
Ooh. That's the ending credits theme.
Ooh. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I didn't watch that part.
Oh, buddy.
But, okay, that doesn't matter.
I figured you basically saw a 2-hour Flock of Seagull concert. The last thing you want to do is sit around for more. Because that is the rest of the movie. It's just them playing songs while the old man flies in a house.
No, it's not. So he gets the knock on the door, and he.
I know, it's mainly just the one song, because I can't tell you another Flock of Seagull song. I think we get the one.
Yeah.
They might have had another. I don't know.
I'm sure they did. It's just the one, and Pixar knew it. They know what people wanted.
It's just every time.
I feel in the 80s, you just had a bunch of bands that had like that one hit song, and then you have no idea what the hell they did.
It wasn't just that.
That makes them so.
And if it's not just the 80s. There's always one hit wonders. It's all over.
It's really good though. Nothing wrong with that.
No.
I like a good one hit wonder. You get in, you get out. You're done. Don't even worry about it. Then you show up in commercials 30 years later.
Like Rat.
Yeah. What the hell? No, we don't have to get into that. But yeah, I remember seeing Rat in a commercial recently. I'm like, what the frick is happening?
That song apparently is like charting again, and it's been like 30 years.
I mean, it's pretty good though. I have no problems with Roundabout.
No, Roundabout is by Yes. It's Round and Round.
Oh, it's just Round and Round. My bad.
Can I talk about the knock on the door now?
Sure. I thought we did.
The other one?
The other knock.
The one after the concert?
Yeah. So the thing is, like, he's able to get the knock on the door because he took his porch with him. And apparently on the... What?
I think I'm just so glad he took his porch with him.
It's an important plot point. Because the thing is, on the porch was the little kid.
That's just making me laugh.
Well, I mean, I'm laughing too. But the thing is, like, if he didn't take the porch, there would be no movie.
Imagine if he didn't take the porch. It would just be him and Flock of Seagulls.
Okay.
Anyway, continue.
Okay. So he took the porch, and on the porch was the little kid Russell, the camper man. And I don't know, like, he knocks on the door saying, like, hey, can I come inside? And the old man, at first he says no, but eventually he lets the kid in because, like,
he's not
like, the porch there is great, but he doesn't have, like, he's not really able to...
It's a small porch. He's seen it all. He wants to see the rest of the house. I get it, kid.
Yeah, basically. And, like, it's also hard to stay attached to the house when you're on the porch.
No, that porch is in there. It's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, like, the thing is, there are no walls on the porch. Well, I mean, there's the one wall that's attached to the whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. The small porch, you've seen everything. It's time to move on.
Yeah, okay, fine. Yeah. We'll do that. So, the kid, he ends up
I can't think of another
house.
reason. Craig, you got anything?
No.
He's
very it's another isn't maybe another badge he needs is his interior decorating badge.
Oh, infiltration
badge.
Yeah.
I like how both of them started with IN.
Because they're both going inside. That's how words work, Richard.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry. Okay. So he ends up like trying to get both of his badges. And he's like touching everything, snooping around.
Well, he just wants to make sure his dad actually shows up.
Wait, what?
He wants to make sure his dad actually shows up. He's going to get 2 badges, twice as many as he needs.
Oh, gotcha. For a second, I thought, like, why is his dad going to go to the house that's in the air?
His dad's not going to go to he can't even get his dad to go with him to get ice cream. Why is his dad going to care if he's in the air now?
I don't know, like...
Oh, but yeah, guys, we got a Balloon Boy situation.
Dude! Wait, did we start talking about Balloon Boy recently, me and you?
No.
Bubble
oh
Boy?
My god.
I just can't stop thinking about Falcon.
Yeah, Falcon, Balloon
It's been
Boy.
10 years, and Falcon's been in my head ever since.
Wait, you had to have been there. Shit. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that was only funny to me.
Because Craig, you may not know this, but I have actually been looking into the Balloon Boy case from 10 years ago in which
He's been obsessed. He has one of those walls with the red strings everywhere.
What is a balloon boy?
You don't know Balloon Boy? Oh my god.
So 10 years ago, there was a family who had like a weather balloon in their backyard.
A family starved for media attention.
Yeah, they tried to get like some reality TV show or something, but never happened. But turns out this family, they had a weather balloon, and apparently it got loose, or maybe they intentionally were going to just set it free.
They pretended it got loose.
They couldn't find their one. They couldn't find their one kid after the balloon like went off on its maiden voyage or something. And like they asked one of their other kids like, "Hey, have you seen Falcon?" And then the kid was all like, "Oh yeah, he was hanging around near the balloon. He went inside." So basically the entire media was all like, "Oh shit, we are now tracking
the entire
this
media. The nation.
The nation." Yeah, they were tracking
eyes
this
on
balloon.
this weather balloon. Trying to get the balloon boy home.
Yeah, I mean, the nation couldn't do anything. They just kind of had to see what was going to happen with the balloon.
Oh yeah, they just had to watch.
Yeah. And then the balloon falls down to Earth. Well, it was actually a pretty safe landing, but turns out no kid inside, and turns out he was in the garage the entire time. And then eventually, like, people started questioning the legitimacy of the balloon boy. And turns out, like, they went on some CNN or something. And, like, I guess the parents, they said to the kid, like, they asked him, like, "Oh, didn't you hear us calling for you? Why didn't you come out?" And he was all like, "You said to hide for the show." And and they were all like, "Huh?" And then, like, Wolf Blitzer was all like, "Did he just say he was, like, hiding for the show?" And, yeah, so everyone thinks that it was a hoax, but then the kids, like, years later, they created this metal band and did this song about it not being a hoax, and pretty much everyone still says it's a hoax.
Yeah, it's a hoax.
It sounds like a hoax.
There's no way it's not a hoax.
I mean, we don't know.
No, it's a hoax.
Dude, this is just like,
No,
what do
it's
they
not.
call it?
It's a hoax.
Collusion.
That's okay. It's not collusion.
No hoax, no collusion.
That's nothing. Anyway, continue.
Okay, so the balloon boy, he is now in the house with the old man, and I guess they're kind of having a good time. Well, actually, not really. The old man hates it, but the kid
old
loves
man is
it.
not having any of it. Russell's always
Yeah.
having a good time, though.
Yeah, so at this point, I don't really know what happens, but I know that a storm comes. Am I right?
That's what happens.
Okay.
Well, okay, so what's happening here is the old man has to get rid of the boy. He can't take this boy with him, so he plans on bringing the house down. At least get him close enough so he can drop him on top of a skyscraper. And, while this is happening, the kid's going on and on about clouds. This old man wants nothing to do with it, mutes his hearing aid, and just starts cutting balloons off the house. And then the storm happens. Kind of creeps up on him because he can't hear a damn thing. And it's too late to do a thing about it.
So what happens here? Because I know the old man, he like goes to sleep or gets knocked out or something, and the kid, he has to take charge of the house.
Yeah. I mean, so when they're in the storm, they're getting batted around. The old man is worried about his stuff because, again, it's sentimental value. It's all attached to his wife. So he gathers everything he can, ties it all together, and just passes out because, he's old and he did so much freaking stuff here.
Like his wife.
Yeah, I guess he did his wife. Not that it accomplished
No.
much.
She's old too.
Well, she's
She's
dead.
dead.
Well, was old.
Okay. Well, what is your point?
Oh, I was just bringing up parallels.
To what?
Parallels to the husband being old?
No, just that, like, they had a lot of similarities and made a good couple.
I mean, if you want to make parallels, I mean, I was going to say Russell's, like, similar to his wife,
Yes.
Very similar.
Oh, shit, I didn't even pick that up.
That's like a big part of the movie is Russell filling in the hole that his wife left after she died. But, not in like a romantic sense, but in a adventure partner sense. Almost like he found someone to go on his new journey with.
Yeah, because in the beginning of the movie, like, they showed how the wife, like, she was kind of hyperactive and always had, like, great ideas for fun adventures. And, like, this kid, he's also, like, a little hyperactive, trying to plan adventures, have a good time. And, yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
I mean, sure.
It's a kids movie. I mean, they kind of
yeah, they again not really well hidden.
No,
Try to really spell it out for you.
I mean, well, they had to spell it out a little more for me, but
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I have you guys.
No. All right, let's continue.
Like, I know you told me that I should be calling my parents after all of these movies just so that they can help fill in some gaps.
Yeah,
but
I
didn't do that.
Clearly, you didn't.
No. It's kind of like you guys are my dads.
I'd rather not be your dad's. It's too much responsibility.
I don't hear Craig saying no, though.
No, he's definitely your dad.
I'm Papa.
Why don't you guys go play ball or something?
Okay,
well,
son.
we can do that after the podcast.
No, I can wait here. Don't worry about me.
Why don't you?
No.
Why don't you catch
gotta
this
talk about-
fastball, son?
Why let me get in the way between a dad and his son? Please go back about the fastball.
Pass it to me,
Hey,
Daddy.
son, I have a fastball
Oh my
for
God.
you.
This is the worst porno I've ever heard.
Well, okay. Should we still continue with this? Or can I move
No!
on?
We shouldn't even continue with the show! I want to be done now!
Don't worry. Okay, we're gonna talk about fun times again.
Alright, let's
So
go back
the
to
kid-
Russ. He's steering the boat, the ship, the house.
Yeah, he navigates the house out of the storm, and he ends up going to South America because he has his trusty, rusty GPS. And he starts bragging about it, but then he throws it out the window because he's a clumsy kid.
Yeah, silly.
That was my favorite part of the movie, by the way.
It's a good part of the movie.
I watched it twice.
I'm proud of you.
Okay.
Well, mainly because I didn't know how it ended up out the window, so that's why I had to watch it
he
twice.
swung it around because he's so proud.
He's waving around in his
goes.
arm. He's like, "Oh, this is so
Yeah.
great." Oh, goodbye.
It's fun.
Yeah. So at this point though, I think that they start to descend a little bit with the house and try to
Yeah.
land it.
Yeah, he needs to get this kid home, and he thinks they're still in the city because he refuses to believe the kid steered the house to South America. He could have been out for that long.
Yeah, but turns out they actually are in
Oh, yeah.
South America, and
Smack
they
dab in the middle of Paradise Falls, baby.
yeah, like they are right across a nice gorge from Paradise Falls, and yeah, they're basically there, but the house isn't in the right spot, so they're gonna have to walk it over.
Well, they fall out of the
Because,
house and they can't get back
yeah.
up.
That too.
Well,
That
they don't
too.
even get back into the house. They can't. Russell can't climb,
Can't climb
all the
the
way into
rope,
the house. So he can't pull old man Jenkins back in to fly the house the rest of the way. So it's like, well, hold on. So Russell brain blasts his way into this idea of, if I help you across this gorge and get you your house where you want it to be, you'll sign off on my elderly patch. So this is it. This is Russell's big chance. Making his dreams come true. Get this old man in his house across the gorge to the falls, and boom, baby, gets to see his dad. So they start their journey together, walking across the gorge.
Yes. Mm-hmm. And so
That's the rest of the movie.
pretty much. But this is where we start meeting the dodo bird or something. Kevin, the snipe.
That's a snipe. Yeah, Kevin.
Yeah.
He's being
He likes
chased.
chocolate.
He's being chased by dogs first. That's how we first
Oh, yeah,
see
that's
him.
true.
Yeah. Not too important here though.
Well,
Island of Dogs.
I mean, it introduces the dogs, that shows that they're after him. And
I mean, it's weird that we're introducing the dogs. We did completely go past the introduction for months.
yeah,
Oh yeah, there's in the beginning of the movie we talk about Months, which is basically the childhood hero of Ellie and the old man, and he kind of set this fire within them that they wanted to be explorer boys and
And
just
girls.
go to and girls. Sorry,
Explorers is probably the better way to describe them.
yeah,
Or
they kind of.
adventurers.
Yeah, they kind of became obsessed with aviation in South America, and that's what kind of sparked the dream for going to South America.
We had
at Destiny
dirigibles
Falls.
again. Got dirigibles twice.
The what?
Second film with dirigibles.
what?
I don't know what that is.
They're like blimps.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Zeppelins, something, whatever.
Dirigibles.
I'm not going to remember how to say that word.
I still don't know how to
that's
say
why
that
you kept
word.
calling them didgeridoos.
Oh, yeah, didgeridoos.
But that's an instrument. This is dirigible.
Okay.
This is
Well,
Yeah, I
okay,
just thought that
can
was
we talk
fun.
about... Yeah. So that guy exists in the world, and the Snipe Kevin, he's here.
Specifically, he's stuck in Paradise Falls because he needs to prove to the world that he's not a fraud.
Yeah, but we'll learn that later.
Well,
No, we learned that
in the
literally
beginning.
there. We learned it at the very beginning of the movie.
He brings back a skeleton.
I know,
of a
you didn't watch it.
He brings
He
back
brings back a skeleton of the birds, yeah. And everyone's all like, scientists say this is fake, so he vows he's not leaving Paradise Falls until he brings back this bird alive, dang it.
Now,
Okay.
Now this is a young.
Then why was it also in New York, though?
It wasn't. He
Yes, it was.
No, he was
It was eating his
bullshitting.
azaleas.
He was bullshitting the kid. He didn't want him to come back, so he lied, and just told him that there was a something out there or whatever to go just to get rid of him. That was the point of that.
Oh.
It wasn't that it actually was there.
Okay. I gotcha now. I gotcha. Okay.
But this was also a young. What was the other guy's name? The adventure.
Something Muntz, maybe
Muntz?
Charles Muntz.
Klaus.
See, this was like a young man. I'm gonna guess probably in his mid-20s.
Yeah, around there.
Okay. So, in present day land, we got the Snipe. And he's a big fan of Russell's chocolate. And Russell, he wants to keep the Snipe as a pet. Name it Kevin. And the old man says, no, I don't want you to do that. But the kid does it anyway. Kevin, he's not going anywhere. And I guess at this point, this is where the movie isn't very clear. Because they start talking to Ellie. Because I guess that the old man, he was talking to Ellie's ghost for some time.
He's been talking.
And
He
talking
just
to
talks
the whole
to
time.
Ellie. He just
Yeah. Not
Yeah, but
unclear.
this
He
is-
just talks to his wife.
But this is where the kid, he starts talking to Ellie's ghost too. And he's all like, yo, Ellie, you'd let me keep Kevin, right?
because he doesn't know what's going. He's just assuming he's talking to someone. He doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah.
He saw the pictures though.
He doesn't know that's Ellie.
Yeah, he doesn't know anything. He just sees the old man talking to Ellie. And he's like, Ellie said I can keep it. To which the old man replies by looking up the house and saying, but I already told him no. Then he catches himself and goes, what am I doing? It's a really good scene. I love it so much. That's probably my favorite part.
Oh, I thought that this was like a Sixth Sense kind of thing.
No, it's not a Sixth Sense kind of thing. It's just a cute little thing.
Okay. Well, okay, so they're driving the house along, parading it around, and then they find the dog. They find the talking dog, Doug. And it's Doug's birthday, and he's been wishing for a new master for his birthday, and here it is! He's going to get new friends, new master, and it's going to be great.
Was it his birthday?
I don't care.
Yes.
Did he say that?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's Doug's birthday!
It doesn't even kind of matter, Craig. Why even bother bringing it up?
It's Doug's birthday.
I didn't know he was wishing for a
And-
new master either. Like, I just thought it kind of...
No, he wasn't doing that, but who cares?
He was! He was!
Fine.
You just
Dude,
find
did you guys not watch the short?
Obviously, we didn't watch the short.
No.
There's a 5-minute short that is a prequel to this, and it just explains like the leading moments up to
Well,
him finding.
There you go. Then yes, we didn't watch the short.
And I don't think it even needs the short to explain. Like, clearly he's not treated as well as all the rest of the dogs.
Yeah,
That was
the movie does a good job of showing that.
So it's very clear that he doesn't, he's more loyal to them because they treat him well.
Yeah, I don't think I didn't need a preamble to this.
Well, you guys started questioning me, so I had to talk about
Yes,
it.
because you were bringing up information that we didn't have, but didn't necessarily need. You were bringing up weirdly specific information.
You're like, it's his birthday. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm like, I watched.
Eddie wishing for a new master. I'm like, that didn't happen.
I had to prove that I watched the movie and the short.
You didn't prove that you watched the movie.
I proved that I watched the short at least.
Yeah, great. You paid attention to something for 5 minutes. What a fucking accomplishment. I'm so proud of you.
It was 5 minutes with the credits. If it was without the
perfect.
credits, it'd probably be
Great.
3.5.
That'd probably be 3. I'll believe that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did something good for a change.
I wouldn't say good.
He's Rich is a
He
good
definitely
Rich is a
did
good
something.
boy. Let's keep going.
I refused. It's a bad dog. Just threw it.
No. Okay, fine. Okay, so turns out the dog, he can talk because he has some kind of collar thing that lets him say things.
This was shown earlier in the movie that there was this crazy like dog technology stuff that Muntz brought with him, with his dogs.
Yeah, man loves his dogs.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Kinda.
Yeah. So, they find the talking dog, and I guess there are other dogs.
Wants to take the bird prisoner.
Yeah, he wants to take the bird prisoner, and we know that the other dogs, they also wanted to find the bird, take it prisoner. But yeah, that's kind of the deal with them.
Yeah, those other dogs are meanie butts. Talking a lot of smack on Doug. Saying he's worthless. Sent him on his special mission. But he did it, boys. He got the bird. Bunch of idiots.
Yeah, he got the bird. But this is where we come to probably the biggest and most important scene in the movie. At least from the Summer of Dad's perspective. Because that night, they decide to make camp. And we find out that Russell, he can't do anything. He's not a good camping boy because his dad never taught him. And we find out that the relationship with him and his dad, not so much the best. Like at the beginning, like they were having ice cream together. They had like little games that they would play in which like they'd eat ice cream and they'd count like the red cars. They'd count the blue cars. And it was cute. It was sweet. And the main reason why
we're eating ice cream.
Well, yeah. Russell liked the chocolate, and the dad, he got the like peanut brickle or something. And the thing is, I've really fucked up while watching this movie because I actually have like peanut brickle in the freezer downstairs, and I chose the mint cookie flavor instead. So it was butter brickle. Sorry,
this one really hit Rich home when he didn't have the right.
This is cry alert for Richard.
The right.
Well, I mean, it
grabbed
was
the wrong flavor.
Well, it kind of was like, I don't know. It would have been nice. It would have been nice to,
for him to have a dad that,
No, not a dad. I want the ice cream flavor.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Ice cream. Okay.
Right, so can we get back to Russell and his dad? So it started off well, but now Russell doesn't see his dad much.
You know? He's like on business trips or something.
I don't think it's... Well, that's the thing, though, because what I think happened here is maybe his parents got a divorce.
Or maybe they're just separated.
Because it's this talk of Phyllis. Remember he mentions a Phyllis?
Yeah.
No.
And he mentions Phyllis. Phyllis says I keep bothering him, referring to his dad. And then, the old man goes, you call your mother by her first name? He goes, Phyllis isn't my mom. And then I think it kind of clicks for the old man, like, oh, okay, I get it. Phyllis is more than likely his dad's new girlfriend or stepmother.
Mistress.
No, I'm going to say, I'm pretty sure they're separated or divorced. It seems right. It seems like that makes the most sense. I don't think I don't think Russell's calling up his dad's mistress to talk to him.
I mean, you don't know. Like, maybe it's his secretary.
Do you really want your secretary to telling your son he's bothering you? That seems a lot more like a stepmother play.
No, secretary / mistress. It's both of them.
You're right. I'm gonna go with my divorced and actually stepmother and or father's new girlfriend.
Craig, what's your bet on?
Divorced or father's new girlfriend.
Yeah.
God damn it.
I think that's actually pretty clear.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, I don't know. Definitely at least a girlfriend. I don't know.
I don't know either. But do you know what I do know? Is that the next day, I think Kevin leaves to find his babies or something, right? Her babies?
Her babies. Kinda.
Well, I guess that the guys, like Russell and Old Man, they don't know where Kevin went, but I think that Kevin is like just on the house or something.
Yeah, well, Kevin was on the house eating all of his food to bring to the babies. Kevin goes to go feed the babies, but the dogs show up. So the dogs don't find the bird, but they do find the old man and the kid and say, we got to take you in. Our boss needs to see you two. But during this scene, Kevin made his way back onto the roof of the house and is a stowaway.
Oh, okay. So yeah, the dogs, they take the boys to the master, which is actually the Muntz man from the dude's childhood. Like, the childhood hero.
Now, this is where I'm a little confused, because that man Like I said,
Oof.
had to be in his at minimum
Old.
mid-20s, minimum.
Old now.
And our hero, and our guy, our old man, what did I say his name was? Our old man, whatever. Carl was probably like 8 when he was watching that video of this guy going off to South America to do his adventuring, right?
Yeah.
So there's at least like I don't know,
There's almost a 20-year gap between
maybe
them.
20, maybe even 15-year gap between them.
I
And
don't need to get specific. The big gap. This man's old. They're both very old men.
But Carl is looks like he's like 90. So this guy's 105 or 110. It's just
maybe
like he should be a skeleton.
Like, here's the thing, though. This man, he is rich as hell. He has, like, talking dog collars. Like, he obviously has access to some type of technology that keeps him younger.
Does he have the Lazarus pit with him? Like, what are you talking about?
he might. He takes care of himself. Look, Craig, it's a mirror. You'd be surprised what a little jogging every day is going to do for you.
Yeah, especially jogging in the South American, like, weather and air. Because, like, this is Carl. He's been living in the city, and, you know, stuff gets to you. Ages you faster.
Okay.
I agree with him. He's very old, but it's not, you know.
They're both
can
in
be
pretty
very
good
old.
shape, though. You see, they move.
Yeah, they're doing all
No,
right.
Carl is not in pretty good shape. He's like a fat man. He barely made it up the hill.
I mean, but he made it up the hill.
Who
I
didn't
mean,
make it
yeah,
up
but
the
he
hill?
couldn't make it up at first or something.
Did you just not see the end of the movie?
What movie?
This movie.
The movie we're talking about.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I saw most of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of pretty physical things going on.
They're both doing pretty well for themselves.
Like I
Yeah.
For being as old as they are.
I wouldn't have been able to do it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Same.
Yeah. I don't know what you were trying to prove.
He's just saying they're really old, and I agree with him. But I think the guy just keeps in shape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's medical magic or whatever the hell you're saying. I just think he keeps in shape.
Yeah. Also, like, Carl, he couldn't really go on adventures. He couldn't afford it. This man, he's having adventures every day.
Oh, mainly the one for the past while.
He's still adventuring.
Maybe. He seems really set on this bird.
Okay, yeah.
That's been
Yeah,
forever.
So okay. Carl, he starts talking to Muntz, and we start learning some backstory. Well, I guess you guys knew the backstory before this. I didn't.
You should have.
And, well, this is where Muntz, he kind of says that he's been, like, deemed a fraud by the community, and he wants to capture Kevin in order to prove that he's not crazy and that, like, everyone should love him. And it's also why he has 1 million dogs, because the dogs, they're able to hunt for Kevin, because he's having a hard time to do it himself, because Kevin, he lives in some type of maze. I don't know.
Dogs aren't helping much there. He lost a lot of dogs. He makes that abundantly clear. Also, dogs aren't just bird hunters. They're everything to him. There's butlers and his cook. It's very weird.
Yeah, but I guess this is the point where Carl, he starts getting a little suspicious of Muntz, and Muntz gets suspicious of Carl by saying, like, hey, like, I've had a lot of people come here telling me stories, like, you know, I've had botanists, I had, like, explorer men, and they all tell me pretty good stories, but this is the first time I've heard a story as crazy as yours, and, yeah.
Well, I think
He was saying he
got
killed
really
them.
hammer home. They weren't actually botanists or anything. They were after his bird, so he murdered them.
Well, you don't know that for sure.
No, you do.
That's what happened.
You do. You do know that.
Oh, I didn't pick up on that.
This man has gone off the deep end. Everyone who shows up in Paradise Falls is after his bird, but it's his bird, so he deals with them.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he turns on the, Carl and Russell.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So at this point, I don't know what happens.
Wait, want me to fill in the blank?
I guess there's a chase scene.
Yeah, they find he's getting closer. He's moving in on Carl and Russell, and then the bird makes a sound, and the man looks outside, sees the bird on the house, goes, "Oh my god, the bird is there!" But Carl and Russ have bailed. So they're running already. You know any more? You're at the chase scene.
Oh, I need you to do more.
The entire chase scene?
Maybe.
Okay, so they have to get out of there. And luckily they're not alone, because Doug has decided this man is my master. So he leads them out, along with Kevin. They go on a ride for him. Jump on top of his back, get away from the dogs. Doug helps, throws some rocks on them, and then does this whole little Gandalf, you shall not pass. Doesn't work super well, and that's okay. They make it outside. They have to jump over a little bit of a gorge thingy. A lot of gorges in this movie. And they do, but the big alpha dog named Alpha bites Kevin's leg before getting thrown into a river. So after they land, Kevin does not have it in her to make the trick.
Anytime like somebody falls in this movie, they show them falling into water, or there's other ways of not
always.
Yeah,
not always. But yes. So at this point of the film, they got away, but Kevin is hurt.
Wait.
What?
I know why they do that. Because, Craig, they only show the characters that fall in the water, like falling into water, because they show up later on.
They are dogs. You want to kill a bunch of dogs?
They didn't want to kill them, I think. This is more...
Yeah, why would you want to kill a bunch of dogs?
It's like
a
kids movie. And also, I don't think adults want to see a bunch of dogs die either.
Yeah, no one wants to see a bunch of dogs die. Why do you want to see dogs die?
I'll remain silent.
We know why. We've seen Lady in the Tramp.
Yeah, no, I understand why he would want to see a bunch of dogs die. I don't know why you want to see a bunch of dogs die.
Me?
You're bringing it up.
No, I didn't want to see it.
Why didn't they kill all those dogs?
I'm saying... I'm not saying I wanted them. I'm saying I'm glad that they didn't kill the dogs.
That's not the way you worded it.
There was other instances, and we haven't gotten there yet.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, I think they kill some later on. But we'll get there.
They definitely kill everyone.
So, okay. Kevin gets injured, and eventually Kevin gets captured. What?
Oh my god.
What?
All right. So let's get back here. So Kevin gets injured, all right? But the old man, he needs to get the house where it needs to be. There's not much helium left in these balloons. The house is going to fall. But he decides, you know what? Whatever. Let's just get the bird to where it needs to be, to its babies. Maybe the house won't completely fall, but let's just do it, Russell, real fast. So he really puts it on the line. He puts his whole quest on the line to help the Kevin. That's important.
It is very important. This whole scene is
yes,
important.
That's why I'm not letting you just go past it. He makes a choice here.
Did he?
Yes.
Yes, he did. That's why the Kevin being captured scene makes such an impact. Because he made the choice. He goes to deliver Kevin. They think they got away, but turns out Doug has his collar, because Doug's still with him, has a tracking device. They know exactly where they're going. So the crazy man is didgeribled, manages to catch up with him and find out where exactly Kevin lives, or at least the general area, and throws a net on him. All right? The old man's cutting Kevin free, get him out of the net, but, Muntz comes out, throws a lantern on the floor, sets his house on fire. Carl loses it, abandons the bird, has to put the fire out. That's how Kevin gets captured.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, and at that point, that's why I thought, he didn't actually make the decision yet to help Kevin, because he chose his house over Kevin.
He already did make the decision, but he backpedaled on it hard as soon as his house was endangered.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yes.
Makes sense now.
Yes. Okay, and then after this, he was just so upset. Kevin's gone. He doesn't care. He's here for the house. That's what all this was about. Who cares about the stupid bird? He's delivering the house. Russell can come with him if he wants. It doesn't matter anymore. He's furious and broken and done. This wasn't his problem.
The dog.
It should never been his problem. What happened?
And he blames the dog.
And he does also blame Doug. He takes it out on him hard.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
Yeah, and at this point, I didn't really understand it, because Russell, at this point, he's sad, and then I think he gives up on being a camper, right?
Once they deliver the house.
They do, yeah.
They didn't deliver the house.
He makes it. He does.
Yeah, they do. They deliver the house.
He gets the house to where he wants to go. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes.
I'm 10,000% sure. Fight me on this, and I'm going to come to your house, and I don't know.
The next scene, though, we see...
kick your door down or something.
We see him, Russell, give up his badges, and then he takes some balloons and goes off on his own to rescue Kevin.
Yeah, that was the best when he takes the balloons and then he has the leaf blower and he's like, I'm going to see Kevin. Goodbye.
Bye. Well, did that happen yet, or was that after his realization? No, it must have happened now, right?
Yeah, he makes the realization, I think, after.
No. He actually makes the realization before Russell
I think it was
goes,
before that.
but-
Absolutely, because that doesn't make any sense.
What?
But yeah, so
No, 'cause
he
he-
gets the house there. No, because if that happens, I think as soon as Russell gets going, then he makes the house fly again.
Because I actually have in my notes, Russell said, gives up on being camp man, and then the next thing is, what's his face, looks over memories, and it's Sweet, and that's where he has the realization.
So yeah,
and
thank
then
you.
Russell
All right,
goes and ties
yes.
the balloons.
Yes, so yeah, Craig, stop getting ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Russell does give up. Old man goes inside. Looks through. It's through Ellie's old adventure book. You know, the book that showed her all plan what to do with Paradise Falls. And then he gets to the pages that were supposed to be blank because she had this one section she was waiting to fill it up when they got to Paradise Falls. You know, that's when her journey begins. But he realized these pages are now filled. It's everything that's just their life together. And it's really freaking touching. And I cried by freaking breaks out. And I just am a puddle. Because he was all the adventures she ever needed.
I
man.
had tissues ready. I grabbed a couple tissues before I watched the movie, knowing full well what I was getting myself into.
It's a mess. It's good. It's a brilliant, beautiful mess.
I wish that I had the same experience as you guys with this movie.
Because you hate life.
You are just a heart.
Oh, he's a heartless monster.
I mean, I wouldn't say heartless monster.
You are a heartless monster.
I mean, there were, I felt something when I didn't have the ice cream.
Yeah, you felt full because you finished
You're
your
like,
ice cream.
oh, no, I should have had this other ice cream. It doesn't match.
Yeah, that's right. Forgot, you got the wrong one.
I fucking have butter prickle in the freezer.
I don't get it. Who cares? What is butter prickle even?
So... I don't know if it's exactly butter prickle.
I don't really care what butter prickle is. I don't. It's not really an actual question.
It's just like it's got toffee pieces in it.
Oh, great toffee, wonderful. But yeah, that's anyway. The last page of the book says, "Thank you for the adventure. Time for you to start a new one." You know?
Oh, that hit hard.
She knew.
Yeah, she knew. She fucking knew, right? And yeah, oh my god, just hey, bud, it's time to let her go. And he does. He gets on with his life.
Yes, because at this point, once Russell goes away, the old man, he's like, oh shit, I gotta go save him and go help Kevin. So the house is too weighed down at this point, and he ends up taking everything out of the house. He even throws his life savings out the window. And yeah,
he's everything given his wife. Yeah, let her go. Oh my god.
Yeah, he's letting go of the past, and he's finally going up, and away. Just like the movie title.
Up, and away. But he does accept Doug back. It's super important. He is Doug's master.
Oh, I didn't know that happened.
Doug knocks on the door.
Yeah, we get a old knock as soon as he lifts off again.
Yeah.
I was hiding under your porch because I love you. Can I come in?
Oh.
Yeah, it was really good. And yeah, again, well, you're my dog, aren't you? And I'm your master, so get in here. It's just, again, it's redoing the scene with Russell, but with, new Carl, or whatever the hell his name is.
Okay, who wants to talk about the movie? Because I just have the ending in my notes.
Oh, God.
Craig, you can take it from here.
Alright, so what happens? He catches up with the, first we see Russell break it in. He makes it to the, what is the thing called?
The dirigible?
The dirigible. He makes it to the dirigible and busts his way.
Dirigible. There's a D in there.
He makes himself into the thing, and he busts his way in. And,
Wait, what do you mean makes his way into the thing?
What is the thing? I was confused about the thing was.
The dirigible.
Here.
Hey! There he is.
Because here I was thinking, he's turning himself into the thing.
I said he busts himself into the thing.
Oh, he busts himself into the
thing. Through the window. The dirigible.
You can't just break open a window on a dirigible.
Well, he flips it open.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Kind of flips open, and he lands inside.
It's just a mess of broken glass and blood at this point.
And then the dogs are there, and he's captured. Because
wasn't the best plan.
No,
Russ.
but he tries to fight them off by blowing air in their face.
He's got a leaf blower. It's great.
And next thing we know, here comes our boy Carl in his houseboat, and he's making his way and catching up with the dirigible. And
He did it this time.
No, yeah, I was proud of him.
And something happens. I don't know.
I like the dog
How does he get on the
I
ship?
like the dog fights.
Wait, hold on. What's up?
How does he get on the dirigible? Oh my god.
Who, the old man?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happened was Muntz's plan was to tie Russell to a chair and then lower the, I guess it's the opening, the ramp, and just drop the kid out of the sky. But because he opened that ramp, he was, the old man was able to save Russell and tie his house to that ramp.
Oh.
So that's how he was able to gain access to the dirigible.
Okay, so he does that. Then the old man leaves him tied up because he doesn't want him to come with him, right?
Yes, he puts him in the house. He makes him sure he's safe. Russell's like, I want to help you. He's like, I want you to stay safe, so stay here. And him and Doug jump onto the dirigible and take care of Muntz.
So then they
Finish him off once and for all, I guess. The plan is to kill him. I don't know what else they could be doing.
They were gonna just try to get Kevin out.
Get the bird and then just leave him?
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
Okay, it's more of a stealth mission. I had more of a, like, they're gonna kill this man.
Well, they snuck in. They were sneaking up.
I guess that's true. They were sneaking through. They're Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah,
bullshit. Going through vents. That's true.
And then they used the ball to get the dogs away, and they got Kevin out, and then there was a sword battle.
It was a good sword battle
Between
they're old.
Well, there was one sword in the battle.
A sword and a walker. The old men fought, and then then Russell wanted to help, but he ended up falling out of the house and grabbing a hold of the garden hose and managing to survive.
So the house gets detached from the dirigible.
Dangling thousands of feet above the earth.
Is this where we have the dog fights?
Then the dogs... Wait, yeah. Do the dogs come out? Yeah, they do. Then the dogs get sent out and they're all flying little planes.
That was the best. That was one of my favorites.
And the dogs start shooting darts.
Like Snoopy and the Red Baron.
Yes, like Snoopy and the Red Baron. They start shooting darts at Russell, and Russell says, all right, now it's time to climb the rope. And he climbs the hose and gets into the house.
Well, no.
He says first...
He says there's a squirrel at some point. He goes,
squirrel, and then the dogs all crash each other. Oh, they do a nice... There was a Star Wars reference there. And then
was there?
Yeah, the classic, the X-Wings, when they're like, oh, Gold Leader checking in. Oh,
okay.
Blood Leader standing by. You know, they did that.
Like when you said Star Wars reference, I was picturing, like, he's down on the hose screaming Leia or something. Cause...
Oh, well, that could have been. They could have done that too, but he didn't.
Yeah, they said 2 references to Star Wars was enough. We don't need a third.
But yeah. Carl, he ends up, like, tricking the dogs into falling to their death. Like, did we see them fall in the water at this point?
No, they blew up. The planes blew up, but then you saw them. They all had parachutes. They did not die.
Fine.
Oh,
they're not killing dogs. We gotta make that clear.
Gotcha. Okay. So anyway, Carl, he ends up being able... No, not Carl. Russell. Russell ends up climbing up the little hose, and that's a big thing.
Yes, he sees that Carl is in trouble. He's, like, on the side of this freaking dirigible. Him and the other old man are climbing a climbing fight on the side of this stupid thing. And he goes, all right, now's the time. Now or never, Russell.
This is like...
You gotta save the day.
It's like some crazy Mission Impossible shit, like...
It's fun.
With 2 old men, and I'm just like, how are you climbing this thing? This is crazy.
This is nuts. I would be done like the first rung.
Yeah.
It's adrenaline, baby. That's it.
Yeah, and then what happens? Because all I know is that the old man falls.
Muntz?
Well, Muntz somehow ends up in the house, I think, right?
Yes. Because Kevin and the dog ran into the house with Russ, and the old man stayed behind, or he got kicked out of the house. But all that matters is the old man is holding the house to them by holding onto the hose, which is like being ripped off the house. It's like coming apart. But, I believe the old man has the chocolate, tells Russ and Doug to hold on tight to the bird, and he basically summons the bird to, jump out and make it back onto the dirigible. And Muntz tries to go after them, but he gets tangled up in maybe balloon strings?
Some balloons, yeah.
Yeah.
And then falls down the house.
And then falls. Falls out of the house.
He does
nothing
now,
and dies.
Well,
I'd have to
he
imagine.
would die, but he did have some balloons, so...
Yeah, they had like 5 balloons.
Now, obviously, we all know 5 balloons isn't going to hold you up, but in this world, it might.
No, I think he's dead.
Well, but he had the balloons.
No, I know he had the. I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Best case scenario, he can grab those balloons, suck the air out, and then he can have a funny voice while he dies. But that's about all those balloons are doing for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's dead, and they lose the house. House is gone too.
Yeah.
No
it's
longer
not.
has enough balloons to be sustainable. It's just gone.
But it falls where it needs to.
Well, yeah, later you see that, but right now it's gone. He let the house go. He let everything go. He's got the kid. He's got the bird. He's got the dirigible. This is his life now.
So they go back to and drop off Kevin with the babies.
Yeah.
And then back home.
Yeah.
And the house made it where it's supposed to go.
And then it turns out the house landed exactly where it needed to be.
Which was very sweet.
Yeah.
So, anyway, I guess that all is well in the world now. And Russell, he finally did what he needed to do in order to get his badge, right?
Yeah. It's at the ceremony. All the kids getting their badges with their dads.
But big twist, his dad isn't there. But you know what? We got someone who will present the badge to him. And it's Carl. Carl's going to present the badge to Russell. But what happens is for Russell's, because he went above and beyond, he's not just getting the elderly badge. He's getting a super special badge, which is the Ellie badge, which is the same thing that Carl got when he was little, too. It was like a grape soda,
which we also
top.
glossed over at the beginning of our talking about the movie.
Yeah, completely glossed over it.
Wasn't important.
It's very important.
Very important.
As soon as I saw that thing, keep in mind, I did not remember how this movie went. But as soon as you see that, and that he has an empty badge, you're just like, he's getting this thing at the end of the movie.
It's going there.
Come on.
It's going there. But
I didn't pick up on that.
Well, they show it.
You would have if you watched it.
It's like when they show something. What do they call it? Is it the smoking the gun or whatever? Is that what it's called? Or when they show something, it's gonna be important.
Foreshadowing.
I can't remember. I don't know the term you're thinking of. I know that what you're referring to is if you show off a gun, you're gonna use it in the next few scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't remember the actual term. It's not the smoking gun. That's something else.
Yeah, you're right. I forget what it's called.
Yeah, me too. That's okay. It's not like we do a podcast where we talk about movies.
I mean, we can figure that out.
Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov's gun. That's it.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like placebo effect or something. But
nope, that's not even movie related. Believe it or not.
Yeah, I've heard it in movies though.
Right. I think we're done here, right?
Well, yeah, the kid gets the Ellie badge, and it's sweet. And basically, Carl's his new dad, or at least going to be his new father figure, because they're eating ice cream together. They're counting the red cars. They're counting the blue cars. And it's sweet. And it's the perfect ending.
And then you see in the credits that they spend a lot of time with each other.
A lot of time. It's his, his new journey in life.
Doug, too.
Yeah, I was actually surprised, because when I was finishing the movie, that's when I got the recommendation for the Doug little short special thing, and I didn't know that his name was spelled like Doug, like D-U-G, and not D-O-U-G.
Yeah.
Wow.
I know. That was like the big realization that I took away from the movie.
That's the big twist of the film.
See,
well, I mean, I wouldn't say the film, but maybe
I would argue that his spelling D-U-G is probably the whole catalyst for the film.
No, the catalyst for the movie is like the porch or something. Or, I don't know. Maybe the snipe? I don't know. I never really thought much of the catalyst for this.
It's the chocolate bar.
Nah.
It's what set everything into motion.
I like the movie.
It was his wife's death!
No! People die all the time.
And they should just be ignored.
Well...
It was the fact that life got in the way of everything.
Are you sure? I think the catalyst of the film was the grape soda cap.
That's it.
I'm trying to think what is actually the catalyst.
It's the group of balloons.
I don't know.
It's
thought first.
It's the mailbox guy. The guy
The
who hit his
the
mailbox.
man!
The guy who hit his mailbox.
It was that guy's buddy's scalp was the catalyst for the film.
Is it possible to have more than one catalyst?
Buddy, you can have as many catalysts as you want. That's the beauty of film.
Okay. Pick your top 3 catalysts
Top
for the
3
film.
catalysts, bloody scalp, grape soda bottle cap, Russell's GPS.
Okay, I agree that
The
Russell's GPS should be there.
Yeah, it certainly got them where they were supposed to go.
It's a good catalyst because it serves its purpose and then it leaves, you know? It doesn't dwell on itself.
Months is the catalyst. Sorry, I just realized it.
Which aspect of Months?
It's just him in general. He's the
Okay.
character catalyst. You can have character catalysts.
The character catalyst, yes, the CC.
Yeah, they have the CC.
The CC, I forgot. Yes, no, yeah, he's the... what is the object catalyst? We got to figure that one out.
Like, you don't need it.
We need an object and we need a metaphysical one.
What's a metaphysical one? The ghost. Okay, the metaphysical catalyst is Ellie's ghost.
Ellie's ghost. Okay, and then the object. I guess it's the GPS. We found all 3.
We did it, boys.
We got the CCCs, baby.
Okay. Well, I'm done with this movie. I thought it was okay.
You just thought it was okay?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well,
Like,
again,
I think it might have had too much jungle for
Yeah,
me.
this is a
You
heart
need to have a little empathy to appreciate this film. That's something Richard severely lacks.
Yeah.
So it's fine.
No, like, I like movies that have, like, castles and toys in it. Like, this one, it didn't really have toys. It didn't really have castles. It had, like, a lot of jungles, and I don't like jungle movies.
So you hated Tarzan.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Tarzan.
It's like jungles.
It's got jungles. George of the Jungle. Hated that
He
one.
made us watch 2 George of the Jungles.
2 of them, but you hated them.
Well, he was in the city for the first one a lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
Those are castles and toys right there.
Well, cities, I like cities too.
You could argue that cities are just concrete jungles, though.
I think I know what we're watching next week, then.
Oh yeah, if you want castles and toys, holy crap.
Well, no. It's the Summer of Dads.
Okay, so do you have... So, if you want castles, toys, and dads...
Cadet Kelly.
Wait, how do you feel about leather daddies? Because I have a place you're gonna love.
Leather Daddies?
Yeah.
What are those?
I guess you're gonna find out, bud, real soon.
With our movie? What movie?
Oh, no, not the movie. I have an address for you to visit.
Oh, okay. I want to know the movie, though, so that I can go visit this address. Or am I choosing movie?
I know, Craig seemed to have one in mind. I'm let him go for it. Just waiting for him to shoot off.
No, I was just hoping you'd edit out that part that I just said.
Oh! Alright, Richard, you go for it, I guess.
Okay, so... I mean, I don't really need castles, but I like cities, and you know what? I also like movies that have military figures. Because really, like... What?
I don't know, you made this whole big deal about you wanting castle and toys, and now you're talking about a military figure movie? You sure you don't want me to handle this one, bud?
Fine, you do it.
Alright, bad. Alright, guys, if you're looking for summer, you're looking for dads, you're looking for castles, you're looking for toys, only one film comes to mind.
The Princess
And
Bride.
there's no toys in that one.
Shit.
I don't know, you kind of really interrupted my role here, too. I gotta start over, I think. No, it's fine, I'll just say it. You guys are familiar with DCOMs, we're watching Cadet Kelly. I don't care anymore. See ya.
No, I say that. Guys, I can't wait to watch this movie. It's got everything I've ever wanted in life, and my life will be complete once we watch it. Dunce number 1 signing off. Goodbye and good bless. God bless!
Good bless. Good bless you. Craig Stew, leave it too.
And I'm the third one. And good bless everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show.
The $10 founding father without a father got a lot farther by working a lot harder, by being a lot smarter, by being a self-starter.
To your union and the hope that you provide. May you always be satisfied.
This is Hamilton.